Hello everybody, welcome to RimWorld. RimWorld follows three survivors from a crashed space liner as they build a colony on a frontier world at the rim of known space, inspired by the space western vibe of Firefly, the deep simulation Dwarf Fortress, and the epic scale of Dune and Warhammer 40,000. Manage colonists' moods, needs, thoughts, individual wounds, and illnesses. Engage in deeply simulated, a small team gunplay, blah blah blah. There's a long description for this game, but basically, I'm sure many of you guys know of it right now, is a very successful Kickstarter campaign which has led to very successful alpha, which is currently in alpha 12D, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But this is a game I've been wanting to get into for a while, and now that I kind of have a lull of game releases, I decided it's a perfect time to get into it. This game is still in active development, though I believe the developer is taking a 6-month break/vacation and will be back at it in the spring. And I also believe that there is going to be a Steam release for this game at that time. But today we're going to start a brand new vanilla world because there are mods for this game that I am interested in. But for now, we'll just stick with vanilla gameplay. I have some experience in the game, but I'm not an expert at it. As you know, I've been watching a lot of Blitz. Blitzkriegler is probably the king of this game, and I've been trying to learn a lot from him, but sometimes he goes a little too fast for me as a beginner. But we're going to jump right in and create a brand new world. Seed, what should we make the seed be? Of course. Always making the seeds. And for size, thinking I'm going to pick this middle one here. At 250 by 188. Yeah. I don't want to go too big because I hear there are problems with the game if you do too large of maps. I don't know. I've just been told go with the mid-size maps, and I believe them. Ooh. Alright, mode full. Alright, so this is the very beginning, guys. You're basically going to be making an entire world for your three survivors. And it's generated randomly from a seed, and you can see the sorts of different biomes. And basically you have all these to choose from, which are pretty insane because there's such a huge variety of them. But you can click on different ones, like right here we have temperate forest. Terrain is flat, you get rainfall and stone types, and also the growing period. Growing period is incredibly important, just because that's going to be the period of time that you can actually grow things in this climate, because there is a full day and night cycle, there's a full weather system, there's a full season system. It's pretty in-depth. This game has an incredible amount of depth to it, so naturally, we're going to be discovering things as we go, even though I do have a fair bit of time in it, that I'm by no means an expert, because this is an incredibly deep and well-developed game, and it's only an alpha, which is pretty incredible. But I'm thinking let's see, what are these? These are our tropical rainforest, right? I'm thinking just for our first playthrough, we're gonna stick with these areas, these temperate forests. These are more just like, they say forest, but I think they're more like, I imagine them more like grasslands, kind of like the American Midwest. But we're gonna stick with these. These are flat. Large hills. I do like the mountains, but I think we're gonna go in between. So we have these flat areas, you have these mountains, but I think we're gonna go with the middle ground, large hills. So we're gonna go ahead and save and finish. I mean, this is very temperate. Average temperature is 55 degrees Fahrenheit. A little cold for me as a desert boy, but heck, we could be a desert. But no, we'll stick with this. Have our coordinates, average temperature in January, average temperature in July, 74, 76. That's pretty cold. That's like my winter here in Arizona. And we're going to start up with a brand new colony. Now, a main part of this game is the AI storytelling that goes along with it. The AI storyteller basically just chooses, it decides what sort of events to give you and when, if that makes sense. So there's going to be various events in the game, like raids, attacks, visitors from other colonies, all that stuff. And it's all determined by the Storyteller, can't talk today, which is attempting to create a story out of the experience for you, which adds a lot of replay value to the game. So you have Cassandra, it says right here, the AI Storyteller creates events like pirate raids, resource drops, or animal attacks. Their choices will affect the story of your colony. So you have Cassandra Classic, she creates a story events on a steadily increasing curve of challenge and tension, so that's why it's classic. Then we have Phoebe Chillax. Gives lots of time between disasters to relax and build your colony, but beware, if she set a high challenge skill, she'll hit you as hard as anyone. And Randy Random, doesn't follow rules, he'll generate random events, he doesn't care if they make a story or triumph or utter hopelessness. It's all drama to him. Naturally, we're going to go with the standard classic. And I'm thinking... I'm thinking for the first one, we're just going to go with base builder. There are threats. They're scaled back quite a bit, but it's by no means easy. I still had trouble in my very first playthrough. But then again, I do know a lot more about the game. Select world. Oh wait, this is the one we just made. That one. Yes. Select a land site. I thought I already did. I think it was around here somewhere. Yeah, it was one of these small hills. Okay, full vision. Yeah. Select that site. And now we actually have to create the characters, which is gonna be tough, and I might just do it off camera. So basically, well, I'll describe it for you guys here. And then I'll probably just do it by myself because it's going to take a while of tinkering. But basically, you start with your 3 core characters. You could randomize them here. It's going to tell you their name and then their basic classification. They are not limited to these things. As you can see, most of them, even this guy is a commissaire. I don't know why. Okay, this guy's an inventor. He is skilled in most things. You're going to have their definitions of a female colonist of colony, age 49. Oh yeah, I forgot. So sometimes they've been in cryosleep, so they have a different ages. So his biological age is 49, but his cryosleep age is 67. That's how many years he's technically been alive. Or she, medieval slave, adulthood inventor, incapable of none. So sometimes people will be incapable of combat, incapable of hauling. It all just depends. Traits, teetotaler, what? Abhors the idea of gaining pleasure from chemicals. Oh, okay. Trigger happy. Is a terrible shot, but she doesn't care because guns are awesome. So that'll like -2 shooting, but it'll lower her aiming time. So she'll shoot faster, but less accurate, and a fast walker. So they all have things like that. Hard worker. So I'm basically just I'm gonna randomize them until I find the ones I want. What I'm basically looking for is someone who's good at cooking, someone who is good at building, and someone that is good at researching. I've talked to some people and they believe those are the most important things. Also, you don't want people too old because they will die. Like my buddy Nagark just started up a series and he got a guy that was good at combat, but he was 75 years old and he had cataracts in both of his eyes. This is pretty great. I'm gonna randomize these and try and come up with a trio that I am happy with. Okay, so I think I have them roughly how I want them. So first up we have female colonist, age 22. But it's actually 342. That's pretty insane. It was in cryosleep for a long time. Maria Cantu. She has a childhood of a scout, so that increases her construction, shooting, crafting. So she's gonna be a main constructor. The flame is their burning passion. I forgot to mention that. And apparently that's more important than the number, even though she does have a high number. That's basically, they just learn this skill 1.5 times faster, and if it's large flame, apparently it's 2 times faster. So she's really good at constructing and crafting, okay at mining, and she's a decent shot. She's professional. She's incapable of intellectual or artistic traits, but that's okay. Yeah, permanent mood effect, plus 12, so she's very happy, but she's kind of lazy, so her global work speed goes down. So you're not going to find perfect characters. Everyone's going to have bad side to that. And then we have Dave Fox Mark. So, his Mark is no. Okay, so Fox is his nickname. Okay, he was an awkward nerd. He's an AI researcher. He's incapable of dumb label and incapable of scary, which is, I don't know what that means. He's a masochist. He likes getting hurt. His movement speed is up, and his psychic sensitivity is -50. But he is fantastic at research and crafting. And he has a burning passion for social and animals, which is good because I do want to take a look at the animal taming that was added to this game a couple alphas ago. I think it was Alpha 10, but it seems very interesting to me. I like animals. I think every time I've seen people start with an animal, and I hope I get a dog again. That'd be awesome. That'll make me so happy. And then last up we have Dimitri Aurelius. Aurelius? I don't know, but he's only 18. He has decent cooking, but he does have a burning passion for it, so that'll help. He's also, I think, going to be our best shot. Yep, and has a small burning passion for shooting. Oh, I stand corrected. This is the big flame. I don't think you can get the 2 times. Maybe you can. I just haven't seen it. So he's an orphan of war, so that's going to increase all that. And his shooting's going to go way up because he's a mech war veteran. He's incapable of carrying, social, or artistic. He's a bit of a slowpoke. He's heat tolerant. That's good. And he has a green thumb, so he's good at growing. But there we go. We got Cantu. I don't really like that nickname. Let's call her... No, fine. Cantu's fine. I couldn't think of anything on the spot. Cantu, Fox, and Dimitri. Alright, and we're going to start. There's probably going to be some problems with that. Maybe I overlooked something. I'm sure you guys will let me know if I did something dumb. But be sure to know, or be sure to check if someone else already told me that I'm dumb and calmly and clearly explained why. You don't need to tell me again. The three of you awake in crowd sleep, sarcophagi to the sound of sirens ripping metal. You barely get to escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, start making plans to survive, and I drop my phone. Alright. I love the soundtrack in this game. It is fantastic. Definitely get a space western feel for it. Alright, so right off the bat, we're going to pause. Yeah, not a lot of mountains. Maybe I should have picked a mountainous region. No, but then I would have to make a whole new crew. Alright, we'll play the hand we were dealt. Hey, because the mountains are nice because you can fortify yourself pretty easily. Like, there's a lot more of these things. And so things can only pass through the opening. So, mountainous is nice because you can fortify yourself. This could be an okay spot. Yeah, so basically we're just going to take a look around. There's water. So here's the whole map. Seems kind of small. I should say off the bat that people are going to remark on the similarities of this game to Prison Architect if they haven't seen this game before. It's not the same engine, not the same designers. This is just a coincidence. That's all I can say. It looks a lot like Prison Architect, but really coincidence. No one's ripping off each other. They're entirely different games. They just happen to be from the same perspective and have similar control, especially with the base building. We have some of these old ruins which we could take, because it's nice to have walls up pre-built, because then you can just kind of take them over. You have these mountains here, which have all these resources like compacted steel. Is this uranium? No, it's plasteel. Okay. So this will all get into. A lot of steel around here. That's good, though. That's really nice to have. And these are good because you can actually mine into them. Oh, and here we have some animals. Muffalo, where the muffalo roam. There's some squirrels. So all these guys you can eventually tame, or you can hunt them. Here's a completed structure right there. Kind of small, though. Alright. Yeah, and I think I said before, you can dig into these. You can actually make your structures inside the mountains, which is fun to do, especially in the mountainous regions. Alright. I'm just taking a look around. These are good to see, too. Steam geysers, you can use these to get power later. Yeah, some steel laying around. Alright, I'm just getting a hang of what we got going on here. But you can see all this stuff is basically interactable. We have oak trees, we have bushes. You can see different stats on the bottom left there, showing you whatever the land is I'm over. So there's like dandelions grown, rich soil. They have a walk speed and how well they're lit. There's also raspberry bushes, which would be good to harvest. But I'm thinking, let's see, do we want to move over here? Because I feel like this is kind of super exposed over here. So I think we're going to start over here. And here we have Dimitri, Fox, Cantu. Ooh, we did get a pet. We got Chewy. That's awesome. It's what is Chewy? Is that I forgot what these are called. Oh, it's a warg. So it's like a warthog. It's like a big piggy. They're pretty awesome. But I'm thinking we're gonna move on over here, just because this seems like a better area. It is paused right now. That's when nothing's happening. It's currently May 1st, year 55 or 550. It's year 5,500. Let's just go with that. It is outdoors, it is clear, and 53 degrees Fahrenheit. And yes, I'm using Fahrenheit, guys. I'm a dumb American. I don't know how anything else works. So first thing we're gonna do is build ourselves a stockpile, just so we have somewhere to put everything. So we're gonna go over to zones, grab a stockpile, and maybe we'll just put it right there. Start with like a 9x9, and we're just going to allow everything. Yeah, we'll just allow everything for now. And so now if we unpause the game, actually first, we should do this. So when there are items, you see this little red X? That basically means that they are restricted, or forbidden, so they can't pick them up. But if we double click on all of them, we can unrestrict them like that. So now they will start to pick this up if I tell them to. F. Oh, what do we got there? Like steel, so we can pick that up. There's some wood. I'm basically just going to have them gather all the resources in the area. And you can see on the top left, we currently don't have anything, but this will go up and numbers will be added as we begin to gather. And there are some guns lying here. There's a pistol right here. There's a normal pistol, there's a survival rifle. So if we go over to characters, who's our best shooter? So Cantu's okay. Dimitri, okay. So we're going to have him go ahead and equip that survival rifle. Cantu was the next best one, right? Yeah. Cantu, you're going to go ahead and grab that pistol. Luckily, so pistols and weapons and stuff, they will break down eventually, but luckily there's no ammo in the game, so they should just be able to fire indefinitely. And then we'll go ahead and give Fox here this plasteel knife. And so now they should all head over, and when you click on them, you actually see the paths they take. There we go. And then they should start collecting things and bringing them over to the stockpile here. Where was the stockpile? Right there. And there is a handy dandy little tutorial thing going on here. So it tells you in the bottom right, colonists need bed, learn clearing, build a room, blah, blah. It's just telling me the very basic stuff. The stuff I'm going to go over anyway. So as they start to build that, we're actually going to build our first structure. We're going to go over to structure. Right click here and change it to wood, because they are going to collect a little bit of wood around here. And then we're going to make our first... Oh, not enough stored. Okay, well I can't build it until it's stored. That's right. So we're going to speed things along just while they gather. It's a little annoying because normally I would just build where my starting position was, but I really don't like the starting position. So we're going to move over here. And you don't want to be near the edges because that's when raiders will come. They'll just pop over from the edges. I say that right when I come near an edge. Okay, I guess I'm near an edge. But it's a better edge than the other ones. And it's a little more fortified. So as they start bringing stuff over to the stockpile, you're going to see this go up. So now we have silver, medipacks, or medicine, what did I say, medipacks? Use medicine, and packaged survival meals. Look at them go. Oh, and they're going to start eating as they get hungry. So yeah, characters, they have gear, what they're wearing, what they're using, has their character stats we saw before, their needs. You're going to want to keep them happy. See, she's sad because she ate off the ground. Sorry, Fox. And their health. Of course, that was an old gunshot. Ouch. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's so much going on in this game. It's pretty nuts. Alright, just so they don't sleep on the ground, should we build them sleeping spots? Yeah, they're gonna be unhappy this first night. So I'm just building them those sleeping spots just so they can head over there and have a lovely little place to sleep. But they're going to be very, very unhappy. So while they're taking a little snooze, we can take a look at the other things. So over here we have work. This is going to basically allow them to do all these jobs. The default is okay. I rarely change it unless I have specific jobs I want them to do. We'll go over this more. It's based off of their stats of which jobs they can do. Restrictions. So right now it is actually showing them sleeping. What time is it right now? Yeah, we're at 23 hours in, so you see they're going to sleep until 5 hours. I may change this as I go. Just, I don't know. We'll just leave it there for now. Current outfits, animals, factions. So these are other factions in the area. Ooh, jeez. Yeah, there's only one friendly. These guys are hostile, and these guys just don't like us. So if we get raided, it'll most likely be by these jerks over here. Alright, see, everyone's sleeping, not just our guys, but we get some sleepy little squirrels, sleepy little tortoises. Ah, okay, here's some lovely steel. Want all the steel we can get. Grab some of that. Let's see, how much wood do we have now? They haven't gathered the wood yet? Well, that's annoying. Really need you guys to get the wood. I want to build you some wooden shelter. Though if they gather more steel, might as well just build that. Get up, Cantu. Hey, where's this guy going? Dimitri, where you going, Dimitri? Going for a walk. What you doing, buddy? Why are you not gathering? Oh, okay, I should probably check work, make sure they're all under Hall. Okay, apparently Fox can't haul, but everyone else should be able to. I don't know why Dimitri's not. But we do have steel, so I guess we'll go ahead and build our first structure with steel instead of wood. Boink. And where do we want that? Oh, just right here. And I have a habit of always making these too small. So I'm going to try and avoid that this time. Just at least make it an appropriate size. Let's go ahead and cancel that one right there. So that's where our door is going to go. Steel door. And they're going to get right on that. We're also going to put down a floor. Yeah, we'll just put concrete for now. They're not going to be super happy with it. It's not super cozy, as you can tell. What are you doing? Stargazing. Fox, what are you crazy? Need you guys to haul stuff. Alright. So going back to bed. That feels like that was a very short day. What's going on here? Actually, let's go ahead and... Nope. Anything. I'm just going to clear this. We'll let them sleep for a little bit, but if I let them do anything, they'll sleep when they need it, so hopefully they won't die of exhaustion. If I were to ban sleeping, then yeah, they would eventually just pass completely out. Need meal source. Yes, that is something I always... I'm just bad at doing, I guess. But we're going to go ahead and... Because they have some food to save them off for a while, so they do have packaged survival meals. There are also berries, and they'll be able to hunt some of these things once we get like a cooking stations up. But we do definitely want... Zone, there we go. Growing areas. So basically, I'll show you guys, see that? So you can only grow in certain areas. Most areas you can grow, it's just the places by the mountains that you really can't. Go ahead, delete that. And let's put up some growing areas, maybe just up here. I don't know like the most efficient sizes for farms. But I'm basically just going to do like a couple 9x9s. That sound good? I feel like I'm playing Banished over here. They default to potato. So we're going to leave the first one potato. We're going to make this one corn. And we're going to make this one strawberries. Sure. Why not? So in the morning, they'll get to clearing that. And then which one of our characters is the grower? Not a shower. Alright, so I guess none of them are great. The fox over here is a decent grower. Alright, getting the concrete floor down. And I can go ahead and put some beds in here. Furniture. Steel bed. Okay, you can rotate them like that. Yeah, well, just to save room, put them all next to each other. They don't really like sleeping in the same room as each other. Kind of makes them uncomfortable. I'm sure all this sexual tension. Well, that's probably it to start, guys. For our first episode of RimWorld. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Want to see more RimWorld in the future. I'm excited to play this. Excited to see our little colony grow. We'll probably end up leaving this little area very quickly. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.